When Molly and I are doing breakfast in the morning, Kathy is usually getting ready because when she drops Molly off, she goes, I don't know, she goes and works out. She goes and robs 7-Elevens. I don't know what you do in the morning.
I visit my mother in the rehab center.
Oh, that's
frequently.
true. That's
yes,
true.
When I'm not
that's
robbing 7-Eleven.
Okay, I was kidding. But Kathy doesn't come downstairs until after Molly and I have had breakfast. And, actually, Molly, I just have coffee and toast. And consequently, Kathy does not get to see. Of course, you could turn on the TV in our bedroom, but Kathy doesn't get to see Joe Scarborough and Mika Brzezinski. I wish you would watch that one time. You have seen it? But have you seen it when he is being particularly a little pissant to Mika Brzezinski, who is obviously about, 30 times smarter than he is?
It's probably, virtually daily that happens at some point. But no, I listen in the car, too. After I've dropped Molly off and I'm on my way to the 7-Eleven, I usually have it on in the car, as I'm pulling the stocking cap over my face.
Yeah. From Prairie 2, green beans are $1.09 and rising. Initial unemployment claims are up by 4,000 for last week, but down 100,000 from this week last year. You remember this time last year when the collapsing economy made the Republicans certain that Obama would be a one-term president and Herman Cain would save us all with the 999 plan. Jack Lew will be the next Secretary of the Treasury on Capitol Hill. He's known as the negotiator from hell. From his years in the Clinton administration, budget negotiations with Congress. Newt Gingrich said that the economy would collapse as a result of the deal Lew got. It boomed instead. On Wall Street, he strikes the sort of fear that an archangel does among the wicked. Speaking of the wicked on Wall Street, it seems the Red Chinese have been running a Ponzi scheme in the hundreds of billions of dollars, maybe many hundreds of billions. 40 or more China-based companies listed on the several New York stock exchanges have been simply stealing investor money, mostly from pension funds and small investors. How do you get a company that has no assets and does no business have their stock listed on the Dow and NASDAQ exchanges? Well, it appears that lavish bribes will do the trick. All of the major U.S. auditing companies that have branches in China appear to be implicated, as well as all the other so-called gatekeepers that are supposed to keep the barbarians on the other side of the wall. Even officials of the exchanges themselves are likely in on it or are just incredibly stupid. So far, this doesn't seem to be having any effect on the markets, but at some point, pension funds will need to raise cash, and the losses they took accounted for. I noticed today that the price of canned goods is up. Just saying. Prairie 2. You can read him at prairie2.com or at tvnewslies.org. And is he at Op-Ed News, too? Do they? He's in various places, I think. Here we go again. The ACLU stepped in today as school officials in Jackson City, Ohio, are ignoring the demands of an atheist group. They decided Tuesday night, the school board did, to keep a painting of Jesus displayed in a local middle school. The portrait over an entrance of Jackson Middle School since 1947 recently came under fire when the Freedom from Religion Foundation received a complaint. In a January 2nd letter to the district, the group, FFRF, demanded the portrait's removal, arguing that its presence in the public school is unconstitutional government endorsement of Christianity. Oh, these stories they're like soporifics. They're like Ambien. Be careful, girls, don't take a lot of Ambien. They just put me to sleep. Freedom from Religion Foundation staff attorney Rebecca Markert told the Columbus Dispatch newspaper the school cannot endorse religion over non-religion. That sends an incredibly powerful message of religious endorsement, specifically Christianity, which is an egregious violation of the U.S. Constitution. If this goes to court, the district will lose. But the superintendent said the image is permissible because it was, quote, student-initiated. In 1947, the superintendent said, I'm certainly not going to run down there and take the picture down because some group from Madison, Wisconsin, Freedom from Religion Foundation, who knows nothing about the culture of our community or why the picture's even there, wants me to take it down. At that point, he stuck his tongue out and went, you know, you half-wit. This guy's the school superintendent. He says the group knows nothing about the culture of our community. Hey, jackass, what about the culture of the Constitution? Where do you think you live? Huh? Isn't Jackson Middle School in Jackson City, Ohio, is that, last time I checked, Ohio is part of the U.S. U.S. is under, oh, Jesus, what is the point? He spoke to a crowd of more than 300 that had gathered for a meeting on the issue Tuesday night, announcing that the school will not remove the picture because it has historical significance. It hasn't hurt anyone. Yeah. And they had a picture of it with this article at Huffington Post. And, yup, it's that Jesus that was born in Sweden, the real white one with the long, curly, golden locks and the blue eyes. That Jesus. It's not the Palestinian Jew rabbi who was probably about 5'7" and wandered around the Middle East smelling of desert schmeck. No, not that one. The Scandinavian one. With a nose up in the air, a red may be ahead.